Hello students, welcome to Bioholic Extra Class Thursday with me, your educator Olivia. As I have told in last Friday that today I will take a mock test on the chapter Plant Hormones. So are you ready? You can find the mock test link in the description box. So best of luck. I wish you get a good marks in that test. But wait, if you are a new aspirant, then watch this video till the end before starting the mock test. As in this video, I will discuss the last 20 years plant hormones question of NEET or AIPMT. Okay, and I will also tell you the solutions. So this video will be very much helpful for your understanding about the pattern of NEET AIPMT questions for your upcoming NEET preparation. So not wasting more time, let's start. So the first question is, which hormone is responsible for fruit ripening? If you have watched all my previous videos on plant hormones, then you will find this question very easy. Yes, the answer will be the ethylene. Ethylene is known as also as the ripening hormone because it is important for fruit ripening. Secondly, which hormone breaks dormancy of potato tuber? The gibberellins hormones breaks dormancy of potato tuber. Okay. Number 3 is, which hormone is responsible for senescence? ABA, auxin, gibberellins or cytokinins? The answer is abscisic acid. Abscisic acid is responsible for senescence. Fourth question is, which of the following prevents the fall of fluids? Gibberellic acid 3, NA or naphthalene acetic acid, ethylene or zeatin? The answer is naphthalene acetic acid. It is a synthetic auxin and it functions to prevent the fall of fluids. Dwarfness can be controlled by treating the plant with? I think you can remember that in the video of gibberellic acid, I have discussed it briefly. So the answer will be yes, the gibberellic acid or gibberellins. Next is seed dormancy is due to the ethylene, abscisic acid, IAA or starch. Obviously the answer will be abscisic acid. As the abscisic acid is important for seed and bud dormancy, therefore it is also known as the dormine. Next is differentiation of shoot is controlled by high auxin cytokinin ratio, high cytokinin is to auxin ratio, high gibberellin auxin ratio, high gibberellin cytokinin ratio. The differentiation of shoot is controlled by high cytokinin is to auxin ratio. Next is, plants deficient of element zinc show its effect on biosynthesis of which plant growth hormone? Ethylene, auxin, cytokinin or abscisic acid? The answer is obviously auxin. Next, the coconut milk factor is an auxin, a gibberellin, abscisic acid and cytokinin. I already told you that in coconut milk high levels of cytokinin is present. So the answer will be cytokinin. Next is, cell elongation in internodal regions of the green plants take place due to? Yes, the answer is gibberellins. If you want to know about the gibberellins and its effect on the elongation of internodal regions, then go and check the video on gibberellins. I have provided all the links of the plant hormone video in the description box. Don't forget to check that, okay? Next is, which one of the following pairs is not correctly matched? Gibberellic acid leaf fall, cytokinin cell division, IAA cell wall elongation, abscisic acid stomatal closure. As we know, cytokinin promotes cytokinesis or cell division, then it can't be the answer. Abscisic acid is important for stomatal closure and IA or indole acetic acid, that is the main auxin, is important for the cell wall elongation. So the gibberellic acid and leaf fall is not correctly matched. Leaf fall is mainly due to the hormone ethylene. Okay. Which one of the following acids is a derivative of carotenoids? Yes, the indole 3-acetic acid, gibberellic acid, abscisic acid, or indole butyric acid. The answer is abscisic acid. The abscisic acid is synthesized from the carotenoids. Okay. Now, one of the synthetic auxin is IAA, GA, IPA, or NAA. The IAA means indole 3-acetic acid. Yes, this is a natural auxin. And GA means the gibberellic acid, that is not at all an auxin, so this can't be the answer. IBA is the indole butyric acid, that is another natural auxin. So the answer will be NAA or naphthalene acetic acid, that is a major synthetic auxin. Next is root development is promoted by abscisic acid, auxin, gibberellin, or ethylene. The answer is ethylene. Ethylene is important for the root development. Next is one of the commonly used plant growth hormone in tea plantation is ethylene, abscisic acid, zeatin, indole 3-acetic acid. The answer is indole 3-acetic acid. Next is phototropic curvature is a result of uneven distribution of gibberellin, phytochrome, cytokinins, or auxin. If you know the historical background of auxin invention, then you will find this question very much easy. So yes, the answer will be auxin. Next is which of the following generally acts as antagonist to gibberellins? Zeatin, ethylene, abscisic acid, or indole acetic acid. The answer will be yes, abscisic acid. Abscisic acid and gibberellins has totally opposite effects. Okay. Next is during seed germination, its stored food is mobilized by abscisic acid, gibberellins, ethylene, and cytokinin. The answer is gibberellic acid. Next is which of the following growth regulators is known as stress hormone? It is very easy question. The answer will be abscisic acid. The synthesis of abscisic acid occurs in the stressed condition. That's why it is called as the stress hormone. And to counteract the stress, the abscisic acid functions variously. If you don't know, then go and check the video on abscisic acid. I have described there. Okay. Next is Dr. F. Wen noted that if coleoptile tips were removed and placed on agar for 1 hour, the agar would produce a bending when placed on one side of freshly cut coleoptile stumps. Of what significance is this experiment? Option A is it made possible the isolation and exact identification of auxin. Second option is it is the basis of quantitative determination of small amounts of growth promoting substances. Third option is it supports the hypothesis that IAA is auxin. And the last option is it demonstrated polar movement of auxins. Yes, it is also related to the historical background on the auxin invention. So the answer is the option A. It made possible the isolation and exact identification of auxin. Next question is auxin can be bioassayed by potometer, lettuce, hypocotyl elongation, Avena coleoptile curvature, and hydroponics. The auxin can be bioassayed by the Avena coleoptile curvature. Next is again the Avena curvature is used for bioassay of, obviously the answer is IAA or auxin. Next question is you are given a tissue with its potential for differentiation in an artificial culture. Which of the following pairs of hormones would you add to the medium to secure shoots as well as roots? The options are IAA and gibberellins, auxin and cytokinin, auxin and abscisic acid, gibberellin and abscisic acid. The answer will be auxin and cytokinin. As I have told in a previous question that the shoot elongation is based on the ratio of cytokinin and auxin. Okay. Next is fruit and leaf drop at early stages can be prevented by the application of ethylene, auxins, gibberellic acid or cytokinin. The option B will be the answer, that is the auxins. Okay. Next is it takes very long time for pineapple plants to produce flowers. Which combination of hormones can be applied to artificially induce flowering in pineapple plants throughout the year to increase yield? auxinethylene, gibberellin, cytokinin, or gibberellin abscisic acid or cytokinin abscisic acid. Auxin and ethylene are important for the flowering. So the option A will be the answer. Next is name the plant growth regulators which upon spraying on sugarcane crop increases the length of stem, thus increasing the yield of sugarcane crop. Ethylene, abscisic acid, cytokinin or gibberellins. Yes, the gibberellins will be the answer that upon spraying on sugarcane crop increases the length of the stem. So those were the last 20 years questions on the chapter plant hormones. Now go and appear in the mock test on this chapter. There you will find more important MCQs, and after submitting the result you will get the answers too, and also you will get your scores instantly. So best of luck for your mock test. And from tomorrow I will start a new chapter, that is the photosynthesis. I will describe the chapter by dividing a number of short parts to make you understand more clearly. So if you are new here, then don't forget to subscribe our channel Bioholic. Stay tuned with us and stay safe. Best of luck for the mock test. See you tomorrow.